What's up, Astros fans? It's your boy Jeff Balke here with the Bleav in Astros 5-Minute Friday. Had a great show this week from the guys with Bleed Los podcast talking Dodgers, the Astros, Renel Blanco's no-no. In case you missed it, go check it out. It's pretty fantastic. Well, the Astros managed to sort of right the ship, taking 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays this week, now heading into a weekend series with the Rangers in South Oklahoma at Minute Maid Park, as we like to say. It's been quite the Jekyll and Hyde performance from the Astros at the plate and in the bullpen. I mean, the Astros may have 99 problems, but the starting rotation ain't one. 3 of their 5 starters have a 0 ERA, including Christian Javier after 2 really good outings. And Framber Valdez bounced back from after that poor start with the shutout against the Jays. The starters are looking good. This is a quality bunch. And don't forget, they're going to add arms. Justin Verlander gets a rehab start at Sugar Land on Sunday. He'll probably get 2 of those. If I were you, I'd try to get some Space Cowboy tickets. That's an excellent stadium and a great place to see JV close up. Jose Urquidy will probably be back in May. And then you start thinking about Luis Garcia and Lance McCullers Jr. Nothing's guaranteed, but the Astros could have 8 starters available to them. And that's assuming Blanco goes back to the bullpen. I mean, we'll see how he does in this weekend matchup. So they're doing plenty well there. Plus, we got great Yordan back with 2 homers. Look, Yainer Diaz, Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, and Kyle Tucker all have 2 home runs. And Jose Altuve has 3. That's looking good. Gotta love that. The bullpen. Josh Hader gave up his 2nd homer of the season. Blew a save, kind of a heartbreaker. Could have had a sweep. I'm not too worried about them, him and Brian Abreu and Ryan Presley. I'm not worried about those guys. Frankly, I'm not that worried about Seth Martinez or Blanco when and if he does return back to the bullpen. Even Montero's been pretty solid. But I'm just wondering how the Astros are going to deal with guys like Brandon Bielak and Taylor Scott, both who are out of options. Their hands are probably going to get forced at some point this year. We'll have to see. We also had a Dylan Coleman sighting. Remember that guy? He actually threw some strikes. Way to go. Okay, for the weekend, the Astros presumptive starters, Hunter Brown versus Cody Bradford, righty on lefty. Then probably JP France, who will be back from his paternity leave. Congrats to JP and family. He'll be against John Gray, who got roasted in his first outing for the Rangers. Blanco and Dave Dunning, kind of an interesting matchup there. And then 2 lefties, Valdez versus Heaney on Monday. It could be a pretty explosive series. The Rangers pitching is, kind of like it was last year. I mean, they're missing a lot of firepower from their starting rotation. And their bullpen is still not great. And the Astros, well, I mean, who the hell knows? I mean, they do hit well in that ballpark in Arlington. It's very similar to Minute Maid Park, so you would think maybe they wouldn't hit well there, but they do. And it could be really explosive. I mean, the Rangers can score runs. The Astros have the ability to score runs. These are 2 of the more high-powered offenses in the American League. So I expect there will be some runs scored. But the Astros starters have been really good. And if they can just hold the Rangers down somewhat, I feel like we're starting to see some of the bats. I mean, look, Jeremy Pena's looked excellent. Yainer Diaz has looked excellent. Both of those guys are hitting over 400 currently. I think Pena's exactly at 400. And you've got like 4 guys now with OPSs over 1,000. Look, some of those guys are really good, but then you have to deal with there's still some, spots in the lineup that are problematic. Hopefully those will start to turn themselves around, especially Alex Bregman, who always seems to start slow. Who knows? Breggy had a great spring. He thought he was going to come out firing on all cylinders, but, we're back to April Bregman, who just typically isn't good in April. Good news is he's good May through September, like really good. So we'll see. I think this is a team that was on the verge of another breakout, like they did with the Blue Jays, scoring a boatload of runs. We'll see. We will return next week with a fresh pod brought to you by BetOnline. Looks like we're corralling another guest for next week. We're efforting, as they like to say on the radio. So stay tuned for that. You can find us on Twitter at Bleav in Astros, at Jeff Balke, at Mike Stanton 29, and all over social media for that matter. Everybody have a great freaking weekend. It should be beautiful. And as always, go Astros.